The Pact. Once upon a time, there lived a poor farmer. He had 3 daughters. They all were pretty and intelligent. Unfortunately, they could not live up to their wishes, and this is why they were sad and unhappy. One day, when the farmer was plowing the field, he found a chest buried under the soil. When he opened the chest, there was a book wrapped in a velvet cover. He opened the book. There was a page with the pictures which were moving and seemed alive to him. He tried to touch them, but couldn't at first. Some time later, he tried to touch them with a speck, holding a tiny grass in his hand. With that touch, the people started to laugh and giggle. He went on further and tried to talk to them. They couldn't understand him, but replied him with the gestures and body movements. Suddenly, his attention drew towards the page where something was written in a strange language. He brushed off the dust and tried to read it. As he read the words, the people in the book started to understand him. It was the magic spell that made the people to understand him. He asked them, who were they, where were they from, and how did they got entrapped in the book. They told him that they were from the far-away land called Auspicia. The evil wizards captured their land and trapped all the people who were loyal to the kingdom in the magical book. The farmer took the book with him and went to his house. He told everything about the magic book to his wife and daughters. They were astonished at the unbelievable things the farmer told them about the people living in the book and their misfortune. The girls got really worried and decided to find a way to help the poor people, to get them back to normal. They searched all the magic books they could to find the cure for the dwellers of Auspicia. All their efforts went in vain, and they could not find anything in the magic books they had. Finally, they decided to ask help from the wizard who was living in the forest nearby. He was known for his skill and mastery in the wizardry all around. He told them that the only cure that could restore the people from their condition was the true promise to the kingdom, to remain loyal and loving towards their king and obey him. The girls went back to their house and told the people to write the promise, the pact, with the gold water on the paper made of silver. They had to keep the promise all times, to remain loyal, to love the kingdom, and to obey the king. The people of Auspicia hesitated at first, but then some old wise men told them to do as the girls said to them. The goldsmith offered his help to prepare the magnificent silver paper and wrote down the pact with the melted gold on it. He ornamented the pact with the beautiful diamonds, rubies, and other precious jewels, as to remember the revival from the miserable state to their original one. The promise written on the silver paper was called the Pact of Life. As all the people read aloud the pact after the high priest, the magic spell started to cast off, and the book turned into a big city right there in front of the farmer's family, who could not believe their eyes what they were seeing. The people of Auspicia were jubilant and started to sing and dance with the overwhelming joy and happiness. The king ordered a big feast, and the farmer's family was honored and rewarded with a big fortune and high ranks at the king's court. The three princes showed their interest in marrying the farmer's daughters as they saved their kingdom and people. Some days later, in a big celebration and feast, the farmer's daughters got married to the handsome princes of the land of Auspicia, and they also took the oath of loyalty, love, and obedience to the kingdom and the king forever.